or the smurfing content. So, all right, let's go. Ready? Let's get it.
I still will never believe that you as a challenger player can do educational content against goals, but I've talked about that before. You can be like, oh, I'm gonna do this here, and then this all in, but then the silver player will never be able to replicate that because he is, in fact, silver.
Let me try again.
I still will never believe that you as a challenger player can do educational content against goals, but I've talked about that before. You can be like, oh...
Holy crap, my internet is dead.
I'm gonna do this here, and then this all in, but then the silver player will never be able to replicate that because he is, in fact, silver. If you wanna do educational content, just go into Master. Master's like the perfect elo to do that in. There's nothing stopping you from...
Okay, so here's already a flaw in what he's saying. So he says, if you are a master player or a challenger player and you go to silver and then you show how to win playing against a silver, Red IRL says that a silver player will never be able to replicate what you do in silver because the silver player is silver. But right after that, Red IRL says you should do it in your own elo, let's say Master, Grandmaster, Challenger. And for some reason, Red IRL thinks that that same silver player that wouldn't know, according to him, how to improve watching you play versus silvers, that silver player will be able to understand you winning versus Master, Grandmaster, Challenger players. That is already not very... That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. What's the difference? Like, if a silver player watches me play versus silvers and he can't improve, why would that same silver player understand the higher levels of gameplay? You know what I mean?
Doing educational content in Master. Like nothing. Unless you're a Master tier player. But if you're a Master tier player, you probably shouldn't do educational content in silver to begin with, should you?
Because?
Then you have to try. True!
Well, you can make the argument that a Master player isn't competent enough to be educational to anybody because the Master player himself has a lot of room to improve and it's gonna be lackluster educational content, right? I can agree with that. But I do not share the opinion that a silver player is gonna get more value out of watching a challenger player play versus challengers. Like, it's equally as bad. Like, I'm not saying that smurfing is gonna be good, but let's not act like a silver player is going to understand a challenger lobby better. At the same time, a challenger player is gonna have a hard time being educational while in a challenger lobby. Because educational content is basically multitasking. He can't... Like when you're being educational, you are basically not within the game yourself. You're not locked in. You're not in the zone. You comment and you observe and you have thoughts in your head trying to explain what you're doing. You can't 100%